Hey, I'm Donta,
And hey, I'm Dana.
and welcome to the Donta Show. What up, Village? Happy Monday, y'all. Welcome back to another round of the Donta Show. It is Monday, January 11th, 2021, and y'all know it has been an eventful last 5 days, but we are here, and we're going to have a good conversation on tonight. But before I go any further, hey, ladies, guess who's on the screen with me? Dana Dang.
Hey, ladies.
Ladies.
What's happening? What's up, Village? How y'all feeling tonight? Let me hear you make some noise. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Let's
bro?
do
What's
this,
happening?
man.
What's happening with you? What's happening?
Let's do this. So here we go, Dana. It is Monday, 2021, and real talk. What's up, Kim? What's up, Allie Wiley? Hey, Addison. Hey, Adonis. What's up, Daryl? What's up, Chico?
Chico, what's good? What's good?
And invited all of Lynette's fan base. Her squad is following up in here. I see my folks coming in. Hey, it's gonna be a good conversation.
Let's go.
Trust. Get your people up in here. It's gonna be a dynamic
For real.
Conversation on tonight. And we should have did real talk. We should have had Thais on tonight to talk about the insurrection last week.
No, he's here. He's here.
No, like on the show. But we gonna bring Thais on to talk about this insurrection and let Thais give us a recap of the wall that was climbed on last Wednesday. Man, we could go on and on and on talking about what happened on January 6th, 2021, but we're not going to do that.
We can't do that. We can't give it that much energy, man. We can't give it that much energy.
Everybody is fatigued and tired, but real talk, to me, I'm still chuckling because for once we can say it ain't our problem.
It ain't our problem.
It ain't our problem.
It wasn't. Hey, look it. When you say it wasn't me, we could mean it that time. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. So listen. Real talk. You know what? Let's just set it up. Thais, are you free tomorrow night to come on to the Donta Show to do a recap of January 6th? If you're free on tomorrow night, Thais, at 8:00 Pacific Standard Time to do a recap of January 6th, 2021, just type in the thread, I am free, and we're going to make that happen because there are so many different ways we could talk about what we saw on TV. I remember I was literally laying on the couch watching TV, watching Netflix, and Kwame inboxed me, and Kwame said, bro, they taking over the Capitol. I jump up, who? What's going on? Who? and he sent me the link, and I looked at the link, and I set my phone down, and I said, hey, I'm watching the New Mutants on Netflix.
Right.
And then, listen.
Hey.
So listen, tomorrow night, 8 p.m., we're going to recap that with Thais and the Thais Report. We're going to recap January 6th, 2021. We're going to recap it, and we're going to forecast some things from our point of view. So the Donta Show and the Thais Report is going to merge on Tuesday, January 12th, for a special edition of
the Donta Show
2021.
Let's go. Hey, anytime we have Thais on is a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait. I need some more content anyway. I need some more. I need. Let me put this button right here. Let me see. Let me get my playlist together.
Right.
Come on, Thais.
It's Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday, so we're gonna have a good one. We gonna have a good one because
can we still use lit?
It's a
Can
lot
we use can we still use the word lit in 2021?
I think so. We can use lit, can't we? Yeah, I think lit is still. Yeah. I think. Well, at my age, every single word I still say scratch your neck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 49. I still use vintage words. You molded, corroded, your booty exploded.
Wow.
That's just me.
Let me put a disclaimer up right now so that they don't think that that hey.
Right, I'm just saying. What's up, my cousin Cedric is watching. Cedric Cotton Fam Bam is watching. I see everybody.
Cedric Cotton, what's happening?
I'm giving y'all time to get up in here because we have a special guest on tonight. Our guest tonight is Lynette Patrice, and we're going to talk about lupus. We're going to talk about what lupus is. We're going to talk all about lupus, and she has had such a remarkable journey, with her health. I mean, some stuff has happened to her that y'all going to be saying like, sis, and you still here? And you smiling and you live the tale.
Right.
Yo, so don't log out. I'm giving y'all time. Get your friends, your cousins, your loved ones. Get everybody up in here. Because tonight's conversation is going to be so powerful. And we don't talk about lupus enough. We talk about every other illness, HIV, AIDS, STDs, diabetes, the sugar, high blood pressure, cardiovascular. We talk about all that stuff, but we don't give lupus the spotlight that it deserves. So tonight we're going to really dive into lupus and really educate you, because some of you may know someone that has all the symptoms and whatnot, and they don't know it because they haven't been to the doctor or whatever the case may be. So we're going to talk about lupus on tonight, and then Lynette is going to share her testimony that really is out of this world. It's going to make you sit back and say, God, I thank you for my life, my health, and my strength. So I'm going to bow out for a minute, and I'm going to give my boy his time to shine and to motivate the folks, because it's time for the what?
It's time for the Dana drop. The ladies are ready. Boom, the ladies are ready. Boom! What's going on, beautiful people? I pray that everyone is in good spirits. I pray that everyone is feeling good. I pray that you're happy. I pray that you're excited. Hey, we are the Donta Show. I'm your boy Dana Dane, and check this out. Please go to our YouTube page and subscribe. Click that button, youtube.com, Donta Morrison, /Donta Morrison. It takes you a second to click that button, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a loved one, tell your enemies. We need all the support that we can get, because we're trying to get to that next level, and we need your support. Again, we love you guys, like I say all the time, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. And what I want to talk about briefly today is love yourself. We have to love ourselves. First, you have to accept yourself the way you are. Stop trying to compare yourself with that body over there. Stop trying to compare yourself with that voice over there, that face over there. Each and every one of us is different. Therefore, it makes no sense to say that one person is better than the other, because all people walking this earth are different. Let me say that again. All people that are working this earth are different. You might try to reach perfection, which simply does not exist. So love every small detail about yourself. Love yourself the way that you are. Allow yourself to make mistakes. We are not perfect. Some of us beat ourselves into the ground for one simple little mistake. Allow yourself to make mistakes. We are all human, and learning from your bad experiences and making mistakes is a plus. You learn from them. It is completely normal to do something that you might think of as stupid, embarrassing, out of the ordinary, but as everyone does it all the time. And think of it. Your mistakes, they make you who you are. Your mistakes make you who you are, because when you think about it and you come across that situation again, you'll know, hey, I did it this way the last time, so this time I am going to do it a different way. Remember that you are talented. We are all talented in our own ways. I may not be the best singer. I may not be the best songwriter. I may not be the best drummer. I may not be the best whatever it is, but I am the best me. You are the best you. Don't even try to argue with me on this. Don't try to argue with me on it. You are talented. Even if you cannot think of your talent off the top of your head, I know that you have one. You might be talented in something that can easily be spotted by others, like sports, cooking, reading, teaching, public speaking, anything. But you have to understand that to yourself that I am talented. I'm going to find my own lane and I'm going to walk into it. And I am going to be the best me that I can be. You have to understand that everything is not your fault. It is not just your fault. We are programmed to think that if something bad happened, it is automatically our fault. You're worrying yourself sick. You're worrying yourself in and out of the hospital trying to figure out what was it that I did to cause this problem. The great amount of self-guilt slowly destroys our self-esteem. Okay? However, we must stop blaming ourselves for every misfortune that happens because many situations in life are out of our control. Let me say that one more time. Many situations that happen in our lives are out of our control. Okay? And realize, I want you to look in the mirror and realize that I'm talking to you out there in our village, you matter. You have a huge impact on the people around you. And a small action can make a big difference. That's why I say at the end of the show every day, a simple hi, a simple hello goes a long way. Remember the time when you cheered someone up and made them feel better with a simple sentence, a simple smile, a simple wave. You might not even realize that you just may have saved that person's life. You may have just made that person's day. You may have just confirmed in that person that they matter because you paid attention to them. Okay? Truly, truly remember that you matter not only to yourself, but you matter to the people around you. Whether you think you do or not, it's somebody out there that thinks you matter and loves you. So you have to start off by loving yourself and putting yourself first. That's the Dana drop, and I hope this blessed somebody today because it blessed me. And I'm out. Peace.
I matter.
That's right. I matter. You matter.
I matter. Good word, Doc. Good word. Good word. Good word on a Monday. I matter. You matter. We all matter. It's some matterings up in here.
We should name the show on Mondays. Monday Matters.
Monday Matters.
Monday Matters.
Monday Matters. That was good, dog. That was good. That was good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, y'all. So real talk, if you're a first-time viewer on tonight, we thank you for being here. Please make sure to subscribe to The Donta Show on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Donta Morrison and subscribe to The Donta Show. Check out all of our past episodes and be reminded when we go live every single time. We've had some great shows with some great, phenomenal guests, a lot of information. We're really about empowering the village and bringing the community together to really have honest and transparent dialogue about the issues that affect us most. So please go to YouTube and subscribe to The Donta Show, youtube.com/Donta Morrison. All right. So with that being said,
real quick, Brianna just dropped a nugget. I matter Mondays. I matter Mondays. Thank you for that. Can you push that up there real quick, Kwame?
I matter Monday.
I matter Mondays. Before you leave to go wherever you got to go, we ain't going nowhere for work right now, but those workers, I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Essential workers. I couldn't think. I'm sorry. Knock it off. Many times as you done stuttered and paused. The essential workers, before you leave your house, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I matter. You matter because you're blessing someone out there that needs your help and assistance. I matter Mondays.
Real talk. And don't forget, I want to give a shout out to my frat brother, Tony Chappelle, for the shirt. You good, bruh? Hashtag mental health matters. And y'all know that me and Dana are always talking about mental health and wellness and checking on your brother, being your brother's keeper. And the t-shirt, you good, brah? You good, bruh? You good? Hashtag mental health matters.
Yes.
I love that shirt, because we got to check on each other, especially in the light of all that's going on. We got to check on each other. All right. So you good? I'm good. All right.
I'm good.
Tony, appreciate you a lot. Love you, bruh. Love you, bruh. Hey, so real talk. Let's get into tonight's conversation. I'm excited. I'm amped. Tonight's guest, Lynette Patrice. I met her about 15 years ago. I met her a long time ago, and we became brother and sister instantly. And over the course of her life, I have just seen her go through a lot of ups and downs. But most recently, last year, about 2 years ago, she went through some stuff, and I was like, where's my sis at? She went under the radar. I'm like, where is Lynette? Where the heck is Lynette? And then when Lynette resurfaced, Lynette was like, oh, you didn't know? So I felt like a real foul friend because I was like, no, I had no idea. You went through all of that? She says, yeah, and I'm still going through. So I said, yo, come on the show and talk to the people, educate the people. Y'all remember Nicole Curry came on the show about 2 years ago, and she talked about lupus and gave us a whole educational about lupus and the journey with lupus and whatnot. And from that spawned this whole Facebook group that Nicole created, that discusses lupus. So Lynette's going to come on tonight and talk about lupus and some other experiences that she's had with health that's going to make you go, wow, God is good. All right. Yeah. So Village. After you get to subscribing to the Donta Show on YouTube, put your hands together and help me welcome to the Donta Show for the very first time. And she's super duper nervous, y'all, but we're going to show her so much love. Lynette Patrice. There you go.
Hey, get it.
I was grooving to the little music.
There you go. Come on, glowing.
I got to glow for the people.
Got to. Welcome to the show, sis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I know you said you were nervous, but hey, this is going to be good. You about to bless and empower so many individuals. Real quick, if you guys want to get a shirt, you good, bruh. Just saw my other frat brother, Jay, post on there. Cassius Johnson, 3thehardway.com. The Donta Show is always about promoting black businesses, black entrepreneurs, because we black people for black people about black people. This is what
that's right. Let's go.
Right? So shout out to the frat brothers who are on the thread right now. This t-shirt courtesy of 3 The Hard Way. They got a lot of other shirts, a lot of other stuff. We'll be rocking some other ones on other episodes. All right. So now back to Lynette.
Lynette.
I want a t-shirt.
Thanks, sis. You look stunning. Let me just say that. You look stunning.
Thank you.
No. You got to say she looks snatched.
You're snatched.
Well, I don't know. You didn't see my waist. So.
Come on now. Don't nobody care about that.
Cut it out. So listen. So it's so much meat that you about to just serve us right now. Yes. And I always let people say, God, you look nothing like what you went through.
Right,
you look
for
like
sure.
So let's just start. Where do you want to start?
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Lynette, as Donta has already said. I'm 46. This is the new 46, if you didn't know. I'm a program manager in information services for a healthcare organization. I have a daughter. I have 2 home-based businesses. One is a health and wellness business. The second one is a jewelry business. I'm not trying to put plugs out there. But, I'm also in a generational wealth building group to educate our folks on financial literacy and how to build generational wealth. So that is so needed in our community. So I'm heavily involved in a group like that. And I like to travel, which haven't been able to do that lately. And I'm just me. I love people, love networking, and always, interested in learning new things.
I love it. And
Yes.
tonight you about to educate a lot of people. A lot of people. So let's just dive in. So
Yeah.
what exactly is lupus? What is lupus?
So lupus means the wolf, and it literally is a wolf that could just attack at any time. So it's basically an autoimmune disease where your body attacks healthy tissue, meaning it attacks your own organs. So it can affect your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your brain, your skin, your nervous system, pretty much everything your body is made up of.
Mhm.
Lupus can attack it.
And when you say attack, what does attack mean? Like, does it make it sore? What?
Well, inflammation
Okay.
is the main thing. So inflammation can lead to a lot of pain. My particular sore spot was my kidney, so I ended up going into a kidney failure. Some people have problems with their heart, like Tony Braxton. She has, more issues with her heart being attacked. So it could be, different major organs, but it can attack all organs at one time. I've had it where it's attacked multiple organs at one time. So, so when I say attack, I mean, gets inflamed, it's attacking the healthy tissue, tearing it down. So that's kind of what I mean by attack.
Now, is it a black woman's disease?
Well, women are 3 times more likely to get it than Caucasian women.
Wow.
So
Wow,
yeah,
okay.
that's pretty astronomical.
Wow. Okay. Kim Berry just asked, is it a form of cancer?
No, it's not. It's similar in that it's an autoimmune thing. I think cancer is kind of like a autoimmune where the body is, attacking, or you have the cancer cells and it's attacking your healthy cells. So it's definitely similar, but it's not in the cancer category. It's an autoimmune like sarcoidosis or, Crohn's disease. Those are all autoimmune type diseases.
So what are like if one didn't know, or if they were at home, or just having certain kind of pains and stuff, what are some of the signs and symptoms that somebody may
Oh
have?
gosh. Well, it's kind of hard. I know when I first got diagnosed, you needed to meet like 19 things or 19 criteria to actually be diagnosed. So fatigue is one. Um, Acne, because it can attack your skin, sores in your mouth, on your skin. I wrote some. So joint pain is a big one. When I first got diagnosed, I like literally could not get out the bed. Like I just woke up one morning and couldn't move. Like I was crawling to go to the bathroom. Some people get what's called a butterfly rash on their face. Thank God I didn't get that. Skin lesions. Your fingers and toes can get really cold. It's called Raynaud's phenomenon. And in stressful situations, or if you're just in too much cold air, that happens to my fingers and toes. Like they're always cold. Even if I put socks on them, you could touch them and they're just ice cold. Shortness of breath. Go ahead, Dana.
No. I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
So shortness of breath, chest pain, those kind of go together. My heart was filling up with a fluid, which they call pleurisy. And it got to the point where the doctor said if I hadn't got to the hospital when I did, I would have probably died in my sleep of a heart attack. So they had to drain the fluid and, get me back to some kind of normal. Headaches, confusion, memory loss, like pretty much everything that you don't want, lupus gives it to you. Okay. So, there's just.
Is it okay? So it's not. So I mean, we look at diabetes now that's brought on by your diet and whatnot. Does anything cause it? Like the people that are watching on here, is there a life change that we should do so we don't be at risk for contracting lupus, or is it just in you?
Well, there's probably a lot more research than when I was diagnosed, but it could have been environmental, it could have been drug related. Um, like at the time, genetics wasn't a factor, but now more and more, like I'm learning of different people on my mom's side and my dad's side that had lupus. So I don't claim anything, but I think that might be a category. So it's like I just literally woke up one day. I had clear skin my whole life, other than wearing glasses. I never had allergies, none of that. And then just woke up one day and bam. And I know it's particularly during the women's childbearing years for some reason. So I don't know if culturally, since Black women are 3 times more likely to get lupus, if it's something in our genetics. I really interested in doing more research on that to try to find out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dana,
I was gonna ask. I was gonna Google it, but I have you on here. Is this found in men as well?
Yes,
I don't.
it is found in men and children, but very. I didn't do the research on that for tonight, but it's very uncommon. But men can get it.
Okay.
And how were you diagnosed? I think Keisha Walker asked, how were you diagnosed? Is it a blood screening?
Well, it took about 2 years for me to get diagnosed, because this was back in 96. Wow, I feel like 96 was centuries ago. But so they really didn't know what it was just kind of coming on the scene. So they were sending me to physical medicine doctors, physical therapy, occupational therapy, all these other doctors. And one doctor, I had even went to a dermatologist because I had this kind of spot growing on my ankle. And so she did a biopsy of it and everything and told me everything was fine. Just put hydrocortisone on it and, go to bed type of thing.
Right, drink some 7-Up or some ginger ale.
Go ahead.
You know how us.
So it's this
Take some Robitussin, you'll be all right.
What'd you say, Dana?
Take some Robitussin, you'll be good.
That Tussin is right by the bed too. So one doctor was like, Lynette, have you ever been tested for lupus? And I'm like, what's that? Because she would see what I was going through at work and things like that. And I said, no, but test, I was working at Kaiser, so I had a little plug with the doctor. So she's like, I'm gonna order a test. And they didn't even have rheumatology at the hospital yet. And so the test results came back and she was like, I think you need to see a rheumatologist, but you're gonna have to go to Kaiser Fontana or somewhere else. So made an appointment, and they do labs. So they do labs. Sorry, I kind of went forward too fast, but there's certain lab tests that they do. There's a lupus panel now that they can do to see if you're in those ranges or out of those ranges. They base it on your symptoms. So everyone goes to the doctor. They're going to want to know when did your symptoms start, right, and all of that. So if you are having those types of problems, I would start documenting now. So if you do make an appointment or think, hey, some of these symptoms she talked about, I'm having those, start documenting. Like you wake up and you can't move your elbow, or because it's literally stuff like that. Wow. Almost every day. So shortness of breath. So anything you're having, I would start documenting and write them down. Some doctors do not. The lupus panel itself is very expensive. So you're going to really have to push for it and have that documentation. If you really think, and there's some great rheumatologists out your way, Donta and Dana, USC, UCLA, all of those places have, awesome rheumatologists.
I think it's important what you just said. You basically said advocate for your health.
Yes.
I know that's something that we as people of color, we don't do that on the level that we should. And I work in the healthcare field, and I tell people all the time, especially people living with HIV, I'm like, yo, advocate for your health. If you don't understand what the doctor is telling you, you sit there and you understand. Don't allow the doctors and nurses to treat you like you're just patient number 81.
Exactly.
Because you're paying them to take care of you. So it's like, what does all this mean? What do these medications mean? Ask these questions. And I think it's vital how you said it costs a lot. It costs a lot to get tested for it or whatever. But if you feel that you have these signs and symptoms and you are lupus knowledgeable, then doc, can you test me for lupus? And they probably gonna say, oh, it's not lupus, you don't have that. Well, test me anyway.
Right.
I'm paying for this premium to
right.
That's coming out my check.
Right, exactly. Every single month I'm paying for this premium. So please. So I know that you said men can get it, children can get it, but I know that when it comes to men, they say, once you hit a certain age, start getting your prostate checked for prostate cancer. Is there a certain age of Black women where it's like hardest hit, or where they're starting to find it more?
Well, they say it's the childbearing years. So I think 18 to 32, that used to be the range. And I was diagnosed like at 19, 20. So I was right in that age range.
Yeah.
No, I love that. Hold on. I gotta look at my question. You got me so caught off guard. I looked at the questions.
I'm sorry. I'll go ahead. So what words of encouragement would you give someone living with lupus? I mean, what words, what would you say to someone?
Oh, wow. This is good. I had to write this down. Okay. I couldn't memorize it. But I would say, as words of encouragement, I would tell them first, God loves you. Number one, God loves you.
Listen.
And we're going to take a shout break, but God loves you. And no matter what you're going through, do not give up. You keep fighting. You are beautiful. You are worth it. Love yourself. Find a good support system. Oh my goodness. Should be, well, we can't put that before God, but this should be number 2. Find a good support system, because without a good support system, I've had several friends over the years that had lupus like I did, and they're not here right now. I don't want to start crying, but they didn't have a good support system. Their husband was working all day, all night. All he did was sleep when he came home. And, these are real stories of, They called me, Lynette, do you have something for pain? I know I probably shouldn't be saying that, but it's like, where's your husband? So it's just that's one example, but just very important. Friends, family, and you can't be embarrassed, because it is frustrating, because I wake up and, something could be off, or my elbow's hurting, and people are like, well, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? So you get to a point where it's like, I'm okay, because it's hard to explain. Okay, well, I have lupus. Okay, so it does this, and so it could cause that. And, people are like, what are you talking about? Yeah. So I just got to a point where, unless it's my daughter, people close to me that already know and have seen me go through these big flare-ups, but it's just kind of. So Lynette, how does it, we're going to go off script for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay? So how does it make you, because listen to what you just shared, that's so important. You talked about the support groups and just having that somebody that understands. How does it make you feel knowing that you have this life-altering illness, but it's not talked about? We don't talk about lupus. It hits Black women at an alarming rate. I recently found out Black women that I know and have known for years have it. When Nicole did her episode talking about lupus, I was getting all these inboxes. Did you know I had lupus? What? No, we don't talk about it. So how does that make you feel, knowing that you're a part of this beautiful Black community full of kings and queens, but what you're dealing with is not on the forefront of conversation?
It makes me want to yell it from the mountaintops. there definitely needs to be more education. Like I said, a lot of people with lupus get embarrassed, especially, the ones that might have the butterfly rash. I know when I just came out of an acne break, believe it or not, breakout. And I was just like feeling horrible every day. Like, I don't want nobody to see my face. I don't want to go to the store. Like, I don't want to do anything. So, some are embarrassed, but we need to definitely get some things together to have more education. And there are lupus forums and lupus foundations and things like that, but you don't see it really publicized. It's like if you're on Instagram and just happen to run across a lupus support group or something like that. But as far as, and I know right now we can't, but having panels and different discussions and how can we do better education, in our communities about lupus, especially since Black women are affected at the tremendous rate that we are.
And just to be clear, there is no cure, correct?
No, it's a chronic illness, chronic meaning long term. As of date, they have not came up with a cure.
And does it get better over time? Does it get more tolerable? Or is this your life?
Well, it's my life, and mine has gotten worse over the time. Believe it or not, when I first got diagnosed, they told me that, they told me the fact that Black women, get it more than other races. And they said, oh, well, you only have a 25% chance of it progressing to an organ. Because at that time I was having the joint and the skin issues. So I'm just like, 20 years old, like, oh, okay, thank you, Jesus. Right. God gonna heal me. It's gonna be all right. And then little things started happening, and it attacked my heart, it attacked my lungs, and it started attacking my kidneys. Kidney disease it takes a long time for you to progress through that to actually get to renal failure. So once that started happening, that's when I was like, whoa, wait a minute, like I could really die. Like what's what's going on? And so so to me, for my situation, it progressed. So I can't, speak for anyone else, but mine has definitely been a progression throughout the years.
Now, you just recently had another scare.
Yes.
So before we dive into that, I just want to remind everybody, if this is your first time watching, or if you're a repeat watcher, please make sure to subscribe to the Donta Show on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Donta Morrison to like, subscribe, and follow the Donta Show. We would love to have you as a repeat watcher, as a part of the village. So please go to youtube.com/Donta Morrison so you can be informed and stay abreast of everything that myself and Dana is doing. So here we go, Lynette. So y'all ready for this?
Let's go. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready.
Journey. Go ahead, Lynette.
Well, so my recent journey happened in October of 2019. I had actually just went to Vegas the weekend before for a friend's 50th birthday party. And, we were at the Aria in a suite, just having a good old time. I felt fine. The next week, we were going to dinner with my goddaughter for her birthday. And I just kept telling my daughter, like, ooh, I don't feel good. All of a sudden, I don't feel good. And she's like, well, just go sit in the car, because my goddaughter was late, of course. And I just kept I felt like crap. I'm trying to, use lack of a better word, but
right, I got you.
So we, they did their thing. I stayed in the car, went to sleep, got home. I think it seems like my mom always notices when I'm like really not feeling well. And she came in there. She's like, are you okay? You want to go to the ER? And I was just like, yeah, I just really don't feel good. Got to the ER, found out I had 104 fever. I was having chest pains. So, they're trying to do the chest, how they do the
EKGs,
whatever, EKG first and all of that. And then it was like, I don't remember blacking out or anything. I just remember waking up like 13 days later. It was like a day before Halloween or something like that. And, you know, them telling me I had been in a coma. And I'm like, I don't even remember what my reaction was, honestly. I just remember waking up, not being able to talk because I had pulled the thing out of my, you know, that thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing that they stuff down your throat, ventilator. That's what it was. So it was weird because I just remember pulling it out because I was tired. You know, I was just like, why is this thing, you know, my brain was like, why is this thing in my throat? And I just pulled it out, not knowing it could have like took out my whole esophagus, and everything else. And I don't know, it was like slowly. And then I like saw people in the room that I was in. It was just real kind of weird. Like I didn't have no recollection, like, oh, I just woke up from a coma, or anything like that.
So for 13 days.
Yeah. So I mean,
you didn't hear anything. I've always wondered when people are in a coma,
that's really, hear things. It's really weird. I haven't talked to too many people about it because it is really weird. But all I remember is dreaming, and I remember I had this angel, and I would say, you know, I would be like, it was just weird things happening in these dreams, and I would be like, you know, angel, help me, save me. You know, like different stuff like that. Like everything was just black and dark. And I was just going through these little, like one little thing was like I was in this truck and it was going over these bumps like really hard. And, you know, I would just remember always saying, you know, angel help me and things like that. So I had one of them angels was with me for sure. You know, but
Brianna said it was more than 13 days.
Oh, well, how many days? She's
right. Brianna's her daughter. Brianna said it was more than 13 days. It was a process. You don't know. You was asleep.
Well, I really don't. After they said I had the 104 fever, I was gone out of there.
so when you awaken from the coma, you know, and try to recapture yourself, you know, what occurred next? How did you rebuild? I mean, your health journey. How'd you? Because people, and like I said before you start talking, people are gonna be like, "Wow, she looks like nothing that she has been through." You know, and folks have been commenting that you're glowing, you're flawless, you look beautiful, and you know you popping, sis. You popping, you got it. You got it. When you came out of that coma and realized I'm still here, you're not on the bumpy truck, you know, and whatever. What went through your mind? Like, okay, I gotta do something.
Right. That's what went through my mind. Like God, because what's ironic is maybe a month prior, I said, you know, lupus has attacked everything but my brain. And so I don't know, you know, if I just put it out there in the atmosphere or what, but so I remember when I was coming to and all of that, like, wow, like I just literally said this a month or so ago and now it's happening. And, you know, God, I got to do better. My diet, my health, you know, I don't want to die. You know, I know God has a purpose for me. I'm not finished yet, which is why he's kept me here after, I don't know, 4 to 5, 6 major flare-ups where I could have not been here.
And what is a flare-up? For those of us
flare up is like where the lupus is it's just rampant in your body and attacking everything, and
it's showing out.
You usually have to be hospitalized. Each of my hospitalizations have at least been a month. Maybe early on I had a couple that were just like a week and things like that. So that's kind of what my mindset was. And then, you know, having all this stuff and looking different, like they had cut my hair out, you know, so I could do the different tests. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, like what just happened? And I know my daughter was, you know, she was my ride or die, but she had a lot of pressure. So I really didn't get to, like, no one just give me the story from start to finish after I, you know, after they said I had 104 fever. But, you know, I know they probably don't want to relive every little moment. But I just know that kind of was my response when I started coming to. And it's funny because, well, maybe I did, maybe I came out of it on Halloween, but all I remember is the new Halloween movie had just came out. And all I wanted to do was watch Halloween because I was like looking around and they had the little Halloween decoration. I'm like, oh, okay, it must be Halloween.
Wow.
So
And
I don't
Trina's
know.
on here. Trina said it was more like a month that you were
Was
in
it
a
a
couple.
month? See,
More like a month that
now
you were
they're
in
gonna
a
get
couple.
me on here and show out.
Right. I mean, your village is strong. They are here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
your village is here. I mean, and you talked about having that support system and just seeing the amount of love that is on this thread coming through for you from people that know you and don't know you. You know, the Donta show is all about community. You
Community
know,
love.
and literally every single guest that comes on gets the support. And I'm sitting here like when you said I don't want to die, you know, that hit me
Yeah.
like hard. And I was like, oh my God, because every single day that we are here is a blessing.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
and we're really not taking advantage of the blessing of being here another day. You
Right.
know, people go
And
through
100.
this
Yeah.
anxiety and complaining, and I don't have this and I don't have that, and yada yada yada. And you can walk right by them. I want to be just like her. Look at her. She flawless. You know, she got the nails, the hair, she beat.
Right. You can have it.
Not knowing that you have flare-ups where you're in the hospital for a month, that you were in a coma for a month, that you have a chronic illness that you are dealing with every single day, but people will look at you and covet what you have, not knowing your story.
Yep.
Right. Oof. Yeah.
And that's truly there has to truly be a calling on your life. 104-degree temperature, a month in a coma, yet we're not viewing you, we're looking at you, and you're looking at us. So there's truly a calling on your life. God is not finished with you. There's a greater work that's birthing inside of your belly that is going to just pour out, and it probably poured out tonight, but God is going to use you in a mighty way. I see it. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Lord.
It's going to happen. Whatever it is, it's going to pour out and it's going to overflow. I see the prayer Jabez on you. Your territory is getting ready to enlarge. Receive it because God has something special for you, and there's truly a calling on your life.
Thank you. Thank you. Amen. I receive that.
I'm just sitting here because I remember when we first met. We met at IHOP on Hillcrest
Yes.
and Manchester for breakfast. That was our first meeting.
Right.
And ate pancakes and sausage and chopped it up.
Just
and to know from there to now, just seeing your journey, to sit here and not only educate, but to motivate, you know, to seriously motivate and to empower people with knowledge.
Right.
I am not lupus savvy, and I consider myself educated, but I'm not savvy on lupus. And I know a lot of us, and that's why I asked you, how do you feel knowing that all that you went through and all that you're dealing with, we still ain't talking about it? You know, and I think it's so important, you know, village, that we begin to understand that if we're going to be a village, we got to tap into every single aspect of what makes us tick.
Exactly.
Lynette's story is not hers alone. There are a lot of Black women out there battling with lupus, some more extreme than hers, some not as extreme. But we need to be knowledgeable about this so that we can be there and embrace our queens so they can know they're not going through this alone. When you said, I just don't talk about it because I'm, you know, whatever.
Yeah. But that, you know, God told me this year like, that's going to change.
I'm like, people need to. If I hear somebody got lupus, I could say, my girl Lynette got lupus, my girl Nicole got lupus. They can talk to you about this. I may not be the person, but I can be a conduit to get you to the support that you need. That is a village. That is a village. Lynette, I mean, I ain't finna get all deep and emotional. But
look, we ain't even talked about the 2 marriages yet.
Yeah, we ain't got. That's another show.
That's another show.
That's another show.
Trust me, that's another show.
That's a Taco Tuesday show.
Right. I keep looking at you, and I just know how people are, how we will sit and we will thirst for someone else's life based upon how they look on the outside. and not know the day-to-day of that individual. Olivia, right? That's another show. Olivia, that's another show. That's a 2-hour special.
Right.
So Lynette, listen, let's. You got the platform. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds on the screen by yourself to talk to the queens out there about lupus, about your journey. I want you to encourage them. I want you to just motivate them. I want you to tell them what you wish somebody would have told you.
Yes. Well,
so me and Dana, we're gonna disappear. It's all you. We out.
It's all me. Well, first of all, like I said earlier, love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself, when you start going through these issues, it's going to be all bad. So love yourself first. If you believe in God or whoever, you believe in, feed into that. Pray. Research. That's another big thing that, when I got diagnosed, of course, it took 2 years for me to get diagnosed. So by then, they were just throwing every kind of medication at me. And my whole goal was to relieve the symptoms. I wasn't researching, what does this drug do? What is this for? What is going to be the side effect of that? So I wish someone had really educated me on the different medications, what they do, what the long-term effects. So that's a really big thing. And then you'll feel more empowered and assertive when you do go to these doctors to say, hey, no, I researched this and this medication causes my ear to fall off. Like, is there something else I can take besides this? So they're not expecting you to be that empowered to be able to be assertive about your health. So then they're like shocked and you just go for there. So you have to be assertive in your healthcare. I've said that for years. I would encourage you to get a support system. If you don't have close friends and family, there are lupus support groups. I don't know. You could just Google, Lupus Foundation. And I think they have a list of, you can look up for support groups in your area. Right now, a lot of them are virtual. So, if you can't, it's probably easier for you to get involved in one of those. And just, try to stay motivated. You have to pray, do things, self-care, journal. I did a lot of journaling because I had so much other stuff going on in the midst of my sickness, external marriages and work and all that other stuff was going on in addition to me dealing with, waking up with a bad elbow or a bad knee or something. So you just, if you have that self-love, then you'll be more motivated to, what, I can do this. Start reading. There's so many books on, your life and being motivated and self-esteem, and things like that. So that'll help also. I'm trying to think of some other things, but be encouraged because God is with you. He'll see you through. And I'm still here.
Listen.
Hey.
I'm still here.
I'm sitting there, you was talking and my mom texted me and was like, my mom watches on YouTube and she was like, I have a neighbor that has lupus and you just gave her so much information on how to be a better supporter and friend. Oftentimes we don't support because we don't know how. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to say, but you've given us so much meat. You are a blessing to the village. You are a blessing. Real talk. Y'all listen, if you are in the thread, give it up for Lynette. Give it up for her. Type it in right now. You use a bad one. Use a bad chick. Go sis. We love you. We rock with you. Let her hear it. Yo, Lynette, for real. You're a rock. You are a rock and your transparency is beautiful. And I'm going to get you back on here for that your marriage saga. we gonna shut the show down with that. Hey y'all, so give it up for Lynette Patrice and her phenomenal testimony. We love you, sis.
Love you back
on the show again.
All right. Thank
Hey.
you, guys. Have a good night.
Kwame, go ahead and hit that commercial, man. We're going to sit back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wassup Village? It's your boy Kwame, the man with the plan behind the stands. Before we get into it, do me a favor. If you are on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, hit that share button so people can see what the fuss is all about. Don't worry if it's the end of the show. They can catch the replay. We're trying to spread the love instead of spreading the lies, y'all. All right, let's get into it. Did you know that our boy Donta Morrison is a best-selling author? Do you like smut? Yes, smut. Well, these books are filled with it. Check out The End of the Rainbow, followed by the sequel, Yesterday Clarified. You can get them on Amazon, or if you are tired of giving Jeff Bezos the time of day, you can visit www.dontamorrison.com, where, in fact, you will find out more about the motivational, inspirational, hilarious host known as Donta, Mr. Morrison if you're nasty. He is not only the host of TDS, he is a public health advocate, motivational speaker, and community change agent. Articles, interviews, blogs, podcasts, vlogs, and more. You name it, and Donta has done it. Speaking of vlogs, have you subscribed to the Donta Show YouTube? Now, every villager should be subscribed. The more the channel grows, the bigger TDS messaging becomes. It's really simple. Go to www.youtube.com/Donta Morrison. And also, did you want to be a guest on the Donta Show, or do you want to book Donta or Dana on your platform? Stop. Don't inbox him, don't email him, or even call him. You know what you need to do? Go ahead and open your handy-dandy smartphone or Wi-Fi enabled device and send an email to info@pyromedianetwork.com and request your presence on the show. It's 2021, y'all, and Donta and Dana has got management. So, let's conduct business. Speaking of management, the Donta Show is produced by Pyro Media Network. We are a Black-owned digital marketing and video production agency helping businesses and brands make an impact with their message. We also help businesses navigate what we call the biggest communication shift in over 500 years, social media. So, if you have a business, brand, or influence, and you want to take it to the next level, contact us today. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you on the next. Boom.
Close out, Dana.
Hey, you know how we do. You know how we do. You got to spread love.
Instead of spreading lies,
you have to spread love.
Instead of spreading lies.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning into the show tonight. We hope that you were educated. I sure was. And I sure know that my boy Donta was. Please go to my Instagram and follow me at DNA716. And also go to our YouTube page again and subscribe. We can't say it enough. We're trying to get our numbers up. YouTube.com/Donta Morrison. All right. As I say every night, please make sure that you check on someone, whether you think they're doing good or not. Just make sure that you check on them. Send them a text, give them a call, write a letter, send a card. A simple hi, a simple hello goes a long way. Pause. Christine, you can go back and check out that Dana drop. I'm sure that is going to bless you. All right? We love you guys, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it.
And we will see y'all tomorrow night right here on Facebook Live, YouTube. Periscope and all that kind of stuff. Village, you know we love you. We ride for y'all. Y'all ride for us. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, our special guest is Thais Jackson from the Thais Report. And we're going to do a recap of 1621. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Donta_Morrison. Follow me on Facebook. You know YouTube. Follow us on YouTube and even Twitter. All right, y'all? So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we will see y'all tomorrow night. I get real nervous when it's after 9 o'clock.
No, that's what you get for talking about me earlier when I got tongue-tied.
Time I get real nervous. I don't want to get fined because, we got Ike Turner in the background. I don't want to
Listen, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
So tomorrow night, Thais will be on the show with us talking about 1621. It's going to be a hilarious, uproarious event. We'll see y'all tomorrow night right here, Facebook Live and Instagram, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We love y'all. Till tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.